In this video, I'm going to share every single thing that I did to add 8 kilos of muscle in the last 12 months. Get a pen and take notes, because by the end of this video, you will know the 4 things that will allow you to add substantial size as quick as possible. I've spent years of my life being very slim. I have quite a lanky type of frame. I always struggled to add muscle, and my years of battling drug addiction definitely didn't help. I used to be too embarrassed to take off my top in the middle of summer because I didn't feel masculine. To be honest, I felt like a little bitch and I lacked confidence, so obviously that had a massive effect on me. I probably watched thousands of hours of fitness content to try and learn exercises and diet tips, but still nothing really worked. So what was I missing? Eventually, I found self-improvement and stayed on it for some time now, so physical training has become a huge part of my life and my journey. I'd been training for years, I'd lifted weights, joined a CrossFit box, and done boxing before, but I've never been able to add and keep muscle for a substantial period of time. But I made a huge mental switch at the beginning of the year, and because of that, I've come on leaps and bounds in the last 12 months. So I wanted to make a video for you to note down all the things that I did to shave years of wasted time off your journey, so you don't have to suffer like I did. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I did was I had like a mental break. Now I don't mean like a mental breakdown. The switch just flipped in my head and I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be fucking skinny anymore. I've had enough. If you don't really want things to change, okay, they're never going to. If you're not absolutely fucking done with your situation, you are never going to be capable of changing it. You're never going to get your desired outcome. I know it sounds really toxic, but you have to fucking hate yourself enough to want to change an aspect of yourself. Does that make any sense? If you're just fine being the way you are, and you're not prepared to work for something, just click off this video now, because it's not for you, okay? And I don't want to waste your time or mine. But if you do want to change, if you do want to put in some work, some effort, and reap the rewards, then by all means stick around. Now the second thing that I did was something that I've not done before. Basically, I got a mentor. I started working with someone who had been through the process of bulking and achieved what I wanted multiple times over. Okay, he was a personal trainer. He knew everything that I needed to know. He had all of the knowledge. He had the experience. He knew what workouts I should do to get a more aesthetic physique. He knew how often I should train, what exact specific exercises I should be doing. You know, he knew exactly how many calories I should be eating and when. I see this like, it's like a roadmap, right? If you're lost, stranded in the fucking middle of nowhere, you're going to be staggering around, going in different directions. It'll be a miracle if you find a fucking building again, right? If somebody gives you the roadmap, it's like, look, this is the way to go. Start off heading in this direction. When you get there, turn left, then go right, and then you'll reach your destination. Like, that's what it was like. There's no shame in asking somebody else for help or seeking outside help, okay? You're going to have to come to learn. Sometimes you can't do things on your own. You just can't. It doesn't make you a pussy to have to ask for somebody else's help, okay? It's smart of you and being coachable enough to realize that you don't know everything and you're probably missing something, right? So all I had to do, I thought, what I knew, what I honestly believed, all I had to do was just exactly what he told me. That was it. It would be foolproof. So getting that outside professional help, okay, or working with someone that had the experience of what I wanted, coupling that with the right training, the right diet, and lifting progressive overload. So I was lifting a little bit heavier every time I went to the gym, or at least week on week. That's what led to the massive results. But the most important part, I think, with working with somebody else was it gave me accountability. Now, we're grown-ups, right? Okay, you will like to think that you know exactly what to do and when. You will still be overcome with feelings of eating crap food. Maybe you drink alcohol if that's you. You might still want to go out and party with your boys or whatever on the weekend, okay? Having someone there to look over you, look over your shoulder and see what you're doing in the gym, tracking your workouts, tracking your calories along with you. If you have any ounce of self-respect, that is going to make you stick to the fucking program. I definitely needed that. I think a lot of people will benefit from that. Now, accountability is massive, okay? It just works. Don't ask me why or how. Maybe it's you don't want to fucking feel like you're embarrassed. You know, you want the guy you're working with to know, like, look, I'm putting in the work, I'm putting in the effort, I want the result as much as you do. Now, step 3 was I upped my calories by 1,000, but I did that over the course of a few months. Obviously, it's all well and good doing the training, but if you're eating the same amount of food, you are just pissing in the wind. You're never ever going to put on any weight. By that same token, if you add 1,000 calories from day one, you're just going to accumulate too much fat. If you don't add enough calories, you're not going to see progress in the gym. You're not going to see significant weight gain. So it's all about gauging it and working as you go. When you feel like your progress is starting to slow down in the gym, or your weight gain has slowed down, add another 200 or 300 calories and then keep pushing. Wait another week or two, see what that does to the scales. On top of that, I tried to eat clean a majority of the time. Like, I would have one, max 2 cheat meals a week if I felt like I needed it. But I made sure that if I did have a cheat meal, I always counted it. Okay, that's the rule. You have to count every fucking calorie. You have to count every single one. Otherwise, how will you know? You just have to take the guesswork out of it. Step number 4 is probably one of the most important things you will ever learn, not just in the gym, but in life, okay? And that is consistency. You have to stick to your diet and a specific regime for an extended period of time. There's no getting around it. You cannot be taking too many cheat meals. You cannot be taking, full days off of the diet. You can't be taking days off in the gym. And by that same token, if your goal is to build muscle, you have to prioritize that over everything. I don't think I did, apart from walking around, I don't think I did any cardio for like 9 or 10 months, okay? It was only after that we started introducing 10,000 steps a day and maybe a boxing class a week. So give that some thought. You have to really hone in on the target. Obviously, there will be days where you're tired, where your body's aching, okay? Where you just don't feel like fucking going, okay? They're the days, especially, that you have to go. Now, if you want to know exactly what I did and how you can do it too, you can join the community. You get access to the entire workout program. You get all the phases for the bulk and the cut. On top of that, you get my mail supplement delivered to your door every single month. You get check-ins and daily calls with me personally. On top of that, you get all of the camaraderie from all the people cheering each other on inside the community. Not to mention free access to all of the other courses in there too. It's literally a no-brainer. If you want to maximize your gains exactly like I did in 12 months or less, all the links are in the description. Guys, remember, it is your God-given right to be successful, and it's your responsibility to reach your potential.